What's up, guys? Code Man here. Today we're going to be working on my TRX700xx there. I picked this up not too long ago. Runs pretty good and everything, but I'm having a little bit of an overheating issue. Flushed the coolant system, done the thermostat and everything. It still gets hot, but I believe it's a lean condition caused from the fuel filter being plugged up. The injector's not getting enough fuel there. So there's our new filter. Here's the old one. It's plug solid, so a few forums I read in that this is your issue. It's just running lean, and that's why it's running hot. So, because when you start it up, right from cold, it feels like the header and everything gets real hot real quick. So, I believe that's my issue, so that's what we're doing today, is replacing this fuel filter. On this one, it used to go on the bottom here, the fuel filter, and it sat in the bottom of our fuel pump bowl. But Honda makes this relocation kit, because I believe what was happening is sucking so much crap off the bottom of the bowl from the settlement into the filter and clogging it super quick. So now they made this new kit that will relocate to the side here, the new pieces in that. So, but to get it off of there, it's not too hard. This one's your fuel in from that line there. It's coming from your gas tank. Make sure to shut your fuel off before you do this. This one's a return/vent, which goes to that one there. Then you got your injector line here, which is on the back. Right back here, that line. Be careful with this green little plastic clip. You gotta push these two tabs in to release it, but sometimes you can break them. So if you break it, just make sure you get a new clip there. Then you just got your electrical connection to your thing there. So it's really not too bad to come off of there, and there's just one bolt right in here. Just a 10mm bolt. Fuel pump will come off, lines will pop off of there. There's rubber booty you can just pull up, so it's not too bad. Just started here. I already got mine apart, but it's pretty simple to take it apart. Fuel pump will sit in there. There'll be this metal ring here over everything, and a bunch of these bolts that you take out. They'll just pop right apart. It'll probably have a pretty tight seal, this plastic piece, to this metal groove. So you probably take a small screwdriver and just gently pry and slowly make a gap all the way around, and it'll pop out of there. So let's put your new kit on here. First of all, you gotta take this old piece off from the old fuel pump and filter. There's just 4 clips all the way around here. I would video it, but I don't have my tripod on me to hold my camera. So you just gently pull those up all the way around, and that will pop off. The new one will just slide right on there, click on. You cannot put it on in a wrong direction. There's only one way you can go on there, so you won't be able to mess that up. A little rubber O-ring goes on here. Then your filter will be able to go on there. And we're going to reassemble it. Okay, got my filter on here. Just make sure that little black O-ring is on that little fitting. You push your filter on and turn it, it'll just lock right on there. Should be able to see it. One new O-ring up here, which is a bigger, thicker one. Then the thinner one goes in the bowl here. You cannot put this back together wrong, because there's these little offset pins on either side that are different. They'll core-align with these ones on here. So I'm going to try to slide this thing back together and see how I'm back in there. The real trick to getting this thing back in there, because it's going to be a real tight fit with these O-rings, especially the thicker one. If you try to push in one side at a time, you're going to end up pitching that O-ring. You should be able to see it in the crack. The best way I found is set the pump on a solid surface and just push that thing down there nice and straight. That should pop right in there. Now I'm going to put my ring back on there and put all my bolts back in there. Torque them all down to 6 foot-pounds. Then we'll reinstall. Got mine all back together there. Torque them all down to 6 foot-pounds. If you don't have a torque wrench, it's really not that much. Just snug them all down pretty evenly all the way around. Another thing I did is I made sure to clean out my bowl and everything. There was a lot of settlement at the bottom that I cleaned up and cleaned out of there. New filter, relocation kit, new gaskets all throughout it. Should be all good to go. That should fix my issue. Let's reinstall it. First thing to reinstall it is we got these 2 little prongs on the bottom, and they'll fit in those holes. Make sure you're the right way with your bolt hole to go to that bracket. I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. Don't have my tripod, like I said, so let's see how I can get this in there. Alright, there's the bottom end. There's that. Now I'm going to put that bolt in. Choke it back up. Injector line back here, electrical connector. Make sure you get this rubber booty back over, it keeps water out. This is the one coming from the fuel tank, which is the bigger grommet. Well, we got the return slash the vent there. I just gotta pull these clamps back down, put the booty back over it. If anybody was wondering, these are 8mm bolts. That one back there is a 10. How I got to it is with a swivel. I'm sure there's other ways to get in there, but that was probably just my easiest option that I had. So finish putting that back together and see if she'll run. Now before you try to crank it over, make sure your fuel is on. And make sure it's good fuel and clean fuel in your tank, because you're just going to contaminate everything that. Before that, I cleaned out my gas tank. There's a little bit of crud in there. There's a little pre-filter screen in there where the fuel petcock goes through. I cleaned that all out before I put this back together. You don't want any contamination going into your brand new fuel system you just cleaned out there. So I let it sit for a minute to make sure that bowl gets filled up. And let's see if she... Fuel pump prime. We're gonna do a couple cycles. Alright, let's make sure we don't got any leaks or anything anywhere. Things looking pretty good. Let's see if she'll fire up. There she goes. We'll let it run here for a minute and warm up. We're running pretty good here. It's all good to go. Can't really tell about the overheating issue yet until I get a good day's riding on it. This is when it happens. It doesn't seem to be running too hot or anything